I'm a big believer in, I think people invest in stocks, but the other thing I always like to push out to people, the other thing I like to push out to people is that also look at making sure what I call hedging yourself. So like if you choose a company and believe in the company, that having that belief in that company is super, super key there. But I think even take it one step further and say like, what are the industries that are going to be impactful for the future there? And so those industries that you can utilize from like an investment standpoint to kind of display that view will become this thing called exchange traded funds, which are called ETFs there. So you might have seen them or you might have heard them. So really what they are just taking a package of stocks, wrapping them up into this kind of tradable form there so that you can buy and sell it yourself there. There's a bunch of ETFs out there that you can buy. Then you can buy them just like a stock. The only difference is like if I believe that the tech industry is going to go far there, no matter if I just believe it's just Tesla or just Microsoft or just Google, whatever, maybe I have that kind of way there to say that ETFs, there's some ETF out there that is grouping these stocks together for me to buy and for me to trade. Um, and so that is super, super key. That I think that is the best way. I personally believe that is a great way to invest there. You can have those individual stocks, but I think my only problem with companies, and I'm a risk assessor, is that companies at any point in time can jump or move around. And me personally, I can't handle that type of movement. Mentally, it just won't work well for me. I need something a little bit more consistent. I don't need like an immediate fast return there. I'm all about the long-term investment there. And so ETFs, if I believe in the theme, if I believe in the industry, I'm going to jump into an ETF of some sort there. Some good ETFs to kind of I love that actually. I say ETFs are like having an all-star team instead of an individual all-star. That's exactly what it is. And so some good ETF people out there. iShares is a good ETF issuer. They have just about anything. State Street is another one. Vanguard is another one there. Some key kind of plug facts about that as well is that if you buy iShares ETFs and you have a Fidelity account, you actually can trade for free. So like if you've never noticed when you trade stocks, you're probably getting charged every time you put up a trade. Let's say if you want to buy 10 shares of Google, you're going to get charged to buy those 10 shares or to sell those 10 shares. With ETFs, actually, some of these financial firms have made these deals with these different brokerage firms to basically say, like, we want to give people the access and accessibility to this tool. So we're going to actually allow them to trade it for free. And so you have iShares has that with Fidelity. I want to see State Street might have that with Schwab, but just look into those facts there. But those are kind of some key things there. The other part about ETFs to keep in mind, unlike stocks, is that you have what this thing is called a management fee as well. So that is the fee that is charged on top of it for someone to manage all these kind of stocks together there. With that management fee, you probably won't really recognize it, but really what is being plugged into is to that overall value in which the ETF is worth every day is striking something. So like they take basically what people are doing when they're investing into that is taking the ending price of all those stocks, grouping them, multiplying them across the shares, having some type of percentage, and that comes into one price. Some people call it what they call net asset value. If you see that, it's called NAV. And so that's the one price there. Your management fee gets roped up into that NAV that you notice there. So you may see like a slight dip in what you're worth there. So what that is it's a way just to basically say that those financial firms obviously have to make money because they're managing a group of funds for you there. Always pay attention to that management fee. Most ETFs should be fairly cheap there, but where they do get a lot of very, very expensive is kind of the ETFs that are very, very niche. So if you see an ETF that is saying that this is an ETF for Kuwait, Kuwait is a very hard market to access. So that management fee may be a little bit higher than something usual there. Where you may see the difference, where some people try to play and plug, is that if there's a tech ETF out there that is a very general tech ETF that holds Google, Microsoft, and whatever, if that management fee is higher than probably what they call like 0.25, is like less than 1%, I guess. It's like 1/4%, maybe even less than that, sorry. But if that management fee, let's say 0.25, I'm sure you can find something cheaper. So make sure if you're looking at those more broader themes of the ETF, check it across multiple different platforms and out there. And just if you have an idea of like, okay, I believe in Germany as a country, type in Germany ETF, see all that are out there, and then choose one as well. They're similar to how you have like how you look at cars. You're not going to just buy a car from one dealer. You're going to check it across multiple dealers there. Do that exact same thing here as well there. And so that was kind of the quick and dirty. I can talk deeper and longer about it. I work in the industry, but that was just the quick and dirty about that. And I think that is the best way of kind of trying to kind of invest and save your money on top of that. Another thing